Did you know that the top 1% of the world's population holds over 44% of the global wealth? But here's the real eye-opener. It's not just their bank accounts that separate the rich from the rest of us. It's their everyday choices and habits that set them apart. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly accumulate wealth while others are perpetually trapped in financial struggle? What if we told you it's not just about what they earn, but how they use what they have? Properties for rent. For wealthy individuals, renting has become an increasingly popular choice recently. Why? It's all about mobility and seizing investment opportunities. In today's dynamic real estate market, millionaires are opting to rent instead of buying a home. Why lock themselves into a property when job opportunities and market conditions can change in the blink of an eye? The key difference here is that they aren't simply throwing money away on rent. Instead, they're investing the funds they would have spent on a down payment in assets that offer a higher rate of return than what they'd typically make in real estate. This strategy aligns with the philosophy of legendary investor Warren Buffett, who once said, "Never depend on a single income. Make an investment to create a second source." Rich individuals value the freedom to move when and where they choose, without the burden of homeownership tying them down. They leverage their wealth to invest in diverse portfolios that yield better returns than traditional real estate ownership. In stark contrast, many individuals with lower incomes find themselves in the situation of paying rent month after month without building any equity. While it might seem like renting is the only feasible option for those with limited financial resources, it often perpetuates the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Unfortunately, for many poor individuals, there's little left to save after rent, leaving them with minimal opportunity to accumulate wealth over time. Allocating time. Time is a precious commodity, and how rich and poor individuals utilize it paints a striking contrast. Wealthy people tend to work smarter, not necessarily harder, and they allocate more of their time to fulfilling leisure activities that enhance their well-being and personal growth. For instance, millionaires dedicate a significant portion of their time, around 22%, to activities like socializing, exercising, hobbies, and volunteering. Take Mark Zuckerberg, for example. Despite his immense success, he still finds time for leisurely bridge games with friends and enjoys reading for self-improvement. On the flip side, poor individuals often find themselves caught in a relentless cycle of spending more hours at work just to make ends meet, leaving them with less time to engage in fulfilling and rejuvenating leisure activities. This difference in how time is managed is a reflection of the contrasting lifestyles. The rich recognize the value of work-life balance, while the poor often face the harsh demands of daily survival. Cash. Cash, that tangible representation of financial strength, carries distinct connotations for individuals belonging to different economic strata. For those who find themselves among the affluent, money embodies a versatile tool capable of fostering further prosperity. To borrow a nugget of wisdom from Elon Musk, I believe that it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. This perspective resonates with the wealthy, who tend to approach their financial resources with a unique mindset, one where money is a servant rather than a master. They understand the profound concept that money should labor diligently on their behalf, rather than the other way around. This philosophy is embodied by the rich through their astute utilization of cash, which they strategically deploy to make investments in various avenues, such as real estate, businesses, and promising opportunities, all of which have the potential to yield exponential returns. In essence, they harness the power of their financial capital to create a perpetually growing wealth ecosystem. On the contrary, for individuals with more modest means, cash assumes a fundamentally different role in their lives. Its primary function is to serve as a means of subsistence, used to meet essential needs like putting food on the table, paying rent, and addressing immediate financial obligations. What little remains is often allocated towards discretionary spending or the acquisition of assets that have no inherent capacity to generate additional income, such as automobiles. This stark contrast in the perception and utilization of cash underscores the divergent financial trajectories of the affluent, who actively seek to nurture and expand their wealth, and those who face ongoing financial challenges, struggling to make ends meet with the limited cash resources they possess. Emergency rooms. In the backdrop of the U.S. healthcare system, which many believe is broken, how rich and poor individuals navigate the ER is significantly different. Imagine a wealthy individual facing a health crisis like a heart attack, stroke, or broken bone. They tend to opt for urgent care first, not just for convenience, but for swift and efficient treatment. Time is money after all. On the other hand, those without financial security often wait until their condition becomes dreadful before seeking emergency treatment. High healthcare costs or lack of insurance can force this choice. Here's the catch. ER physicians must treat or stabilize any patient regardless of their ability to pay. It's a safety net. But using the ER this way can lead to a financial nightmare, hefty medical bills, mounting debt, and yes, financial stress. Interest. The silent force that can either propel one towards financial success or lead to a cycle of debt, interest. This plays a pivotal role in the lives of rich and poor individuals. Rich people understand the magic of compound interest, and they invest wisely to harness its potential. They're not just content with stashing their money in a savings account. Instead, they seek investments that can grow their wealth over time. Conversely, many poor individuals find themselves accumulating high-interest debt, which becomes a major roadblock on their path to financial progress. Whether it's credit card debt, payday loans, or other forms of high-cost borrowing, the interest compounds, making it increasingly challenging to break free from the debt cycle. For them, interest becomes a burden rather than a tool for wealth accumulation. Social media. For many wealthy individuals, social media is not a top priority in their daily lives. They tend to allocate their time more judiciously, focusing on endeavors that contribute to their financial or personal growth. While they may have social media profiles, they spend significantly less time scrolling through endless feeds. Instead, they prefer to engage in activities that yield tangible results. For example, business magnate Warren Buffett has famously stated, "The best investment you can make is in yourself." This sentiment is reflected in the choices of many rich individuals who use their time to enhance their skills, make strategic investments, or pursue meaningful ventures. Of course, there are exceptions to this trend, particularly among high-profile billionaires who actively use social media for various reasons. Take Elon Musk, for instance, who is known for his popular Twitter presence. He uses the platform not only to share updates about his companies, but also to engage with his audience and make major announcements. Similarly, figures like Gary Vaynerchuk and Mark Cuban have substantial social media followings, using their platforms for personal branding and business ventures. While these exceptions exist, they do not negate the broader trend among the wealthy, who, on average, spend significantly less time on social media compared to their less affluent counterparts. Which items on this list do you use differently? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting content.